Leesa with Leesa Boone Designs. Welcome to my channel. I am a furniture painter and I'm a retailer of several products, and today I'm taking you along on a journey to deliver one of my latest pieces. It's a podium. Okay y'all, here's what we started with. A basic plain podium. Nothing special, no architectural details, but Nova loved to get in on it. We start off with DIY Paint's Marquee as our base coat. Then I take blue iris with cornstarch and create a raised stencil. I take Prom Queen, but it was so thick I was having trouble. Wait till you see what I do with Prom Queen. I utilized the texture and I just applied it all on its own. Just DIY paint mixed with nothing. And look at the texture. After it dries, I go ahead and I sand down my raised stencil. You may or may not know, but we homeschool. I love homeschooling. School just gets in my way. I just like to be able to use very good curriculum and do practical things to teach my daughter, and she gets to be with me and I get to be with her all day long, and I love it. So here we go. I spritz my Klingon brush and I start applying my next layer of paint. I'm blending black velvet, Hey Sailor, and vintage linen on top of the marquee. I did seal the marquee with Big Top prior to my blending because I did not want to create pink paint. I had this podium that I had gotten from an online auction from a school. I purchased a whole bunch of stuff and this came with it, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I have no idea what to do with a pulpit podium. And I started thinking, and I reached out to Tammy and I asked her if she would be interested in it. DIY paint can be watered down 10-to-1, so I create a wash using vintage linen and water, and then I even sprayed it with some more water just to get it dripping and moving, and then I clean up the paint, pick up some of the paint with my blue shop towel. I love this technique. It just gives you a beautiful, beautiful finish. This is what it looked like on all three sides, pretty much. I had a little bit darker on the sides, but look at that. It looks like denim. DIY paint has so much versatility, and creating washes like this just creates so much interest. And I told her that I wanted to paint it special for her, and so she has no idea what it looks like. She's gonna see it for the first time right here on this video, and she just told me what the school colors were. Staying with my red, white, and blue theme, I go ahead and I paint the inside of this podium in marquee, and then I seal it with Big Top using a blue sponge. It's a great way to apply Big Top. You can find all of this on my website. I take a little bottle mixed Prom Queen and water, and then I also did the same thing with Hey Sailor and water, and I just spritz it on there with my bottle, and this creates more depth. And then I just roll it with my brayer to create just more interest and more dimension. Then I printed some scriptures using my laser toner printer, and I printed them on tissue paper. I have several tutorials showing this, and I don't like straight lines, so I'm going ahead and I'm using the water method to cut the paper to create a torn edge so that I can use both papers on top of one another and you not see a straight line. Then I take my liquid patina and I go ahead and I decoupage it. Normally I teach you how to do no wrinkle techniques, but I actually wanted the wrinkles. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you've not subscribed already, and also hit that notification bell so that you could get notified every time I upload a new video. I used modeling paste and the aged wallpaper stencil to create my raised stencil on the sides of this podium. Then for my raised stencil, I decided to use Durham's Putty powder. mixed with water, and you just mix it. I don't have measurements, and you just mix it to a nice consistency. And I end up having to add a little bit more powder because it was just a little bit too watery, because I don't want it to seep underneath. I really want a nice thick angel wing. I apply it, my first coat. I do a thin coat and I just cover it up. Check this video out. I just did last week a raised stencil technique. I did it a little bit different just to give you different ideas, and I actually use a different stencil. My next layer, I apply it thicker, and I want to see movement. I want to see texture. You can actually mix Durham's putty powder with DIY paint. I often do that. This time I only used water. But see how I move along the lines of the angel wings, because I want that movement in the raised stencil. And voila! So I was like, this is a challenge. How am I going to do this special for her, but it still has me in it? And I figured it out, and I love the way that it turned out. I hope you love it. Let me know in the comments. Are you big into decorating with red, white, and blue? I have a best friend in South Carolina, and she used to dress red, white, and blue. She used to have all her house, her decor was red, white, and blue. And lovingly, we used to give her a hard time about it. But let me know in the comments, is that something that you like to do also? Durham's putty powder really is rock hard. So as soon as it dries, you want to sand it. I like to paint my entire wing. I've shown this before. Again, you can see my videos in the past. I go ahead and I use vintage linen, and I go outside the lines. And I do that first, nice and thick. Then I water down the paint a little bit, and I apply it all over. I want there to be like a bright, like a halo light behind the wings. And this is actually one of my favorite things of how this podium turned out. Like, I just love it. And Zara, she loved it too. She was all about it. So next, I darken up the bottom using black velvet and blue iris, and I just created a nice little blend, and then I used a baby wipe to remove the parts that I didn't want on there and just to blend it in a little bit better. I wet a rag and I go ahead and I start distressing. I want to see all of the layers, all of the different colors. I want that to pop. And look, the texture, the layers, the color, it's perfection. So this whole time I thought that the school that she was building was going to be in Madisonville, which is where we live. And she lives there too, but the school is actually in Utica, Kentucky, which is like my husband's old stomping grounds. He's from Utica, Pleasant Ridge area, rural countryside of Kentucky, and that's where we're headed now. Big Top top coat is like a poly type top coat. Is very, very durable. You can do a couple of coats on this and it will last for a long time. Now, I want to add dimension to my wings, so I take titanium white in acrylic and the iridescent medium, and that just gives it a nice touch. I didn't like the red on top, and so I decided to paint it white, vintage linen, and then I took the black velvet, and I used that same stencil that I used on the front just to tie it all in. And let me tell you, this blessed her so much. And then I add one more scripture on the top. I dry brush that black paint all over that raised stencil. Then I take Big Top and I decided to seal it with that one coat, and then I end up using wax over that. But I really wanted a nice durable finish because, you know, kids are going to be touching it. And then I apply the clear wax with that brush. I have all of the brushes, all of the paint available on my website. Black wax for the win. I just love black wax. It just adds dimension and it just richens it up. A little bit of grunge don't hurt. Then golden rule. I apply it just with my finger all over the angel wings, all over the piece. After about 45 minutes or so, we finally arrive. We were blown away by this property. And we made her stand there and look at her reaction. So there's Psalm 91, Psalm 119, Psalm 23, and Proverbs on top, 22, and then Numbers 6. These are my favorite scriptures.
Those are like, yeah, how did you know? Because
Well.
Psalm 91, 23, there are also things I want to teach at my school. You know?
Yeah.
That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen somebody paint. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Paint up a... That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, how'd you do this for me?
Well,
It's just like,
I've
we don't
been-
know each other.
I know. We've been following.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
See my picture there? Turn over top. This is what it's based on. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because what I see is happening to the children. And this is what I feel my mission is. And how did you know that? It's really very obvious that the Lord told you to do this, because there's
I
no
pray
way.
about every piece, and I
That's
pray
what
over
it
the
is.
pieces as I'm painting. Like if I know it's specific for somebody, then I pray as I paint.
Wow.
So-
that explains it.
Yeah.
I'm just overwhelmed. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. And I'm kind of picky. I mean, shouldn't say that, but I don't say things are gorgeous that are not gorgeous. You know, I mean, this is stunning. I haven't seen any artwork like this before. It's amazing. You're gifted, and it's mine.
It's yours. Well, that was so much fun. We got to go to Owensboro, Kentucky, which is one of our favorite spots, and we hit up 2 Goodwills and we got a good haul, which we weren't even expecting. We weren't even expecting to get that good of a haul. Even the lady was like, "You did good" at the second one. And then our favorite, Jimmy John's. You know, we love our Jimmy John's, and so now we are gonna be heading home. That was super fun. We stayed there and we talked with her for a long time.
Like an hour.
Yes, and I can't wait to go back there. Let's go back to look at the before. And here is the after. What a transformation. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of this piece. I know it's going to be a major blessing to the students and to her, to Miss Tammy, to the school. And I'm so excited that God used me in this way to be a blessing. And that's what it's really all about. We're blessed to be a blessing to others. And I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to get this podium so many months ago and to be able to gift it to such a special person. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment below and let me know what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you'll know when we upload another video. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you have an incredibly blessed day. Thank you so much for watching.